Okay, you can do the Despacito one. That sounds fun.
That sounds an option.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that once they come. Probably we'll wait for a few of them to show up. And then we can proceed with the rest of the agenda. Could you show the agenda a little bit?
Yes.
We made a few timing changes since the building opens only at 10, so we had to delay it a little bit at times. But we shortened the Meet Your Colleagues session to not end very late. So are there any objections to these changes? No objections, so then we'll proceed with this agenda. And now we have ESN Latvia's presentation from Ilse.
Give me 2 seconds to fix this. Something else. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys all that the mouse method works, maybe. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. I love the energy. I heard one good morning. It makes me happy. So I'm here to present about ESN Latvia, best country. We're here to have a friendly day. Don't insult my speech. So, my name is Ilse. A little bit about me. I'm currently the president of ESN Latvia, and I'm also in the International Committee for Education, which is a support structure. I have been in ESN for 2 years. I got tricked into joining. It was the best thing that has ever happened to me. A little bit about me. I'm 22. I grew up in the UK. I'm studying veterinary medicine. So veterinary medicine in ESN, great choice. And I did my Erasmus Plus traineeship in Slovenia, and I did an exchange in Bulgaria. And fun fact, very fun fact, my very first ESN event ever, including local events, was NA49 of ESN Lithuania. So you guys are very nicely stuck around, and now ESN Latvia has to deal with us.
No, it's not today.
So, of course, you know the structure of ESN International. ESN, there's ESN International, and then, of course, ESN Latvia is our national organization. We've been active since 2015, and next year we're going to celebrate 10 years, so yay! And we have 3 sections, ESN Riga being our first and oldest and largest, and, of course, ESN Jelgava, which I'm partially saying is the best section because it's my section, and, of course, my favorite also, ESN Valmiera. So here, that's us. So here is ESN Latvia's national board. For the first time in ESN Latvia's history, we have elected complete board. So I feel like that means like lots of jazz hands. And we also elected them all the first time, and everyone's working, so we're very, very proud of that. So first, I'm the president. Our vice president is Vinny, national representative Paula, treasurer Justin, and communications manager Regina. Any of you guys know these people?
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. And in addition to my beautiful board, we also have beautiful national coordinators, of which we elected 4 this year. We have Samantha as our education officer, Anastasia as our photography and audiovisual content coordinator, say that 10 times faster, Taranika, our international cooperation coordinator, and Alexander's our web projects administrator. And in addition to these beautiful people in the national level, we have our 3 beautiful sections, as I just already said. ESN Jelgava, ESN Valmiera, and ESN Riga. The names don't match the below, but the first one is ESN Valmiera, the middle is ESN Riga, and then this is ESN Jelgava. Oh, good. Our mascots. So I made a promise when I came to this NA I would steal your mascots because I want to improve ESN Latvia's reputation here. But I see ESN Lithuania already has our mascot. Redemption. So we have 4 mascots in Latvia. Erasmus is the mascot of Jelgava. Get it? Moose, Erasmus. Foxy is ESN Latvia's mascot. Captain Cat is ESN Riga, and Alzeklis is ESN Valmiera. And the picture here is actually from NA Jelgava when our Erasmus got stolen. We had to make a human pyramid. If you ever steal a mascot, that's the best challenge to do. It's so fun. I would highly recommend. So current partnerships and collaborations, I will talk more about the national level. We have as Latvian Youth Council, Student Union of Latvia, the national agencies, Study in Latvia, Discover EU, and Europe, which are working together under ESPA. And of course, our favorite, Kind Couples. Unfortunately, Sarah was not here to hear the appreciation. He's at the bottom. He's what? He's at the bottom. He's not watching the live stream. You guys think he's right at the top? Okay, achievements of the last year. So ESN Latvia actually had a very good year this last year. Our biggest thing that we're proud of is that our education officer, together with the previous vice president of ESN Finland, organized together the Beyond Biases training as a cooperation between ESN Latvia and ESN Finland. And we actually won the very first Spotlight ED award from ICE, as well as the training award with ESN Awards. So again, it's a major slay from us. Additionally, ESN Riga won the third place Visibility Award with the Resilience Center. Again, something we're very proud of. There's many projects we're doing. We, for the last 3 months before the semester ended last semester, we had one of the highest amounts of events, well, Riga, organized the entire network. And additionally, better cooperation with student councils and youth houses and more international visibility. So, as you guys already know, you can't get rid of the Latvians. We're everywhere, as you can see by this list. Internationally, we have members of the International Committee of Education, Network Care Team, Membership Team, Communication Community, and Educate Pool of Trainers. I believe in total it is 11 members amongst these communities. And of course, in every event, you'll find us. Just write where is Latvia and somebody will come find you. Most recently, we attended in Belgium and Czechia for the community meetings. Did any of you guys find some Latvians there? Ooh. I see. For the people that attended, they know. So goals for the year. I have to include ESN Baltics before ESN Estonia presents. So ESN Baltics is something that ESN Latvia reached out towards ESN Lithuania and ESN Estonia about. Again,
just some tea.
The reason why we're presenting this And we've already had our, some of the communities have already had our first calls, like we've had the president's call, you've had the community call, and I think communications call, I think the treasurers have also had a call. And we are looking for ways we can collaborate, and hopefully for all the members it will also be a big thing. That's also nice for you guys to see us more often, see the Estonians as well. Then some things that we're doing in ESN Latvia, the internal documentation review, expansion of the ESN Latvia network, Erasmus in Schools project. If anybody has some advice, or would like some advice, we're very happy to talk about. We're focusing more on collaborative efforts and trainings. We have applied for some grants, we're hoping to get them. And of course, hopefully next year doing ESN survey analysis. And for those who are attending, National Assembly in Riga from the end of this month will be for free, and it's amazing. Next time, please apply more people from Lithuania. We're happy to have you. And Karina very, very kindly shared to me old presentations from ESN Latvia that they did in the Lithuanian National Platform. So this was my favorite slide that I saw, so I feel like I need to show it to everyone as well. And yeah, thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I think we are gonna do the question round together. That means I have to type. That means, can you?
Which mascot traveled the furthest for other country NA or Erasmus event? Which mascot got stolen in most other countries NAs? All this. So the furthest that the mascot has traveled is our ESN Latvia mascot. I took him with me to China this year. So I think it's the farthest probably from any network. And the one that got stolen the most probably ESN Lithuania, because I feel like you just target that mascot in every NA. Sorry?
Which step?
Malmö. I think everyone tries to steal their mascot as well. But also my own mascot has been stolen. I think if ESN Riga is in the room, your mascot's going to get stolen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I continue? Yeah. so basically, this question is about, I saw that you have communication manager, obviously, but then you have coordinator who is focusing on audio and visual. What was it like?
Photography and audiovisual content coordinator.
Yes. Can you elaborate more on that position specifically?
So this person is responsible for attending national and local events from all the sections, to take pictures, to create reels, to help the communication manager into producing materials for our social media.
Oh, okay.
It's a very new position for us.
Oh, it is?
It's new.
Okay, okay.
Any other questions? I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections? The speakers list is closed.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. So I just wanted to start with a slide about me for you to have a context that I am a proud member of the Erasmus generation. But I think maybe you've seen this in sticker form because people like to put other text on that little whiteboard. So about me, I'm 23. I'm originally from Aveiro in Portugal, and that's the first section in ESN that I joined in 2021. And then I've been in ESN Talent since 2024. Right now, I'm also on the IT committee as the GDPR coordinator. So if you're coming to NET, there will be a great session about GDPR that I'll be hosting. For those that love the topic, like I know everyone loves it. And also, I've joined ESN Talent this year, and right now I'm the administrator of the General Assembly chairing team of ESN International. So this, but for ESN International pretty much. I'm here to present ESN Estonia. ESN Estonia was established in 2000 with the first session that was in Tartu. So right now, ESN Estonia has a full national board. Actually, we just elected the new vice president of ESN Estonia in NA6, we'll have that in a bit. But we have Mark, Fabian, Simone, Jakub, and Sinja. So Sinja is the only person that's been on the board last year as well. Simone has been on the board before. She was a dance manager, and he's again. Jakub, right now, he's not in Estonia, he's back in Poland, but he's still the financial manager. And Mark, of course, our president, which is also spearheading a lot of initiatives. So thank you so much, Mark. Also, ESN Estonia has coordinators. Right now, a lot of the positions, actually most of the positions, there are about 8 or 9. Most of them are vacant right now, but there's 3 positions that are taken. So I have Oman, who's the coordinator for COPS. So it's basically taking care of dealing with the events committee of ESN Finland regarding the COPS. Then we have Maxime. He is the IT coordinator of ESN Estonia. And he's in charge of trying to keep the website alive, which is no easy task, considering it's always dying. And there's Amalia. She's the partnership coordinator. As you can see, ESN Estonia is very evenly distributed with 2 cities. There's 4 sections in one city and 1 section in the other. It is unlikely that ESN Estonia will get any sections anytime soon, but they are quite stable. They've been like this for 10 years, around about that. ESN Estonia also has a few initiatives that happen every year, national events, one of which is the internal training event called the ESN Skill Box. Usually you have a couple of trainers from ESN Estonia, a couple of invited trainers that are coming. Also, there's usually invitations sent out to ESN Finland, ESN Latvia, ESN Lithuania to attend the training. And this year it hasn't been scheduled yet because there is no training coordinator, but hopefully the VP will take care of that. ESN Estonia also recently hosted the first international event in quite some time. So previously, ESN Estonia had hosted Council of National Representatives in Tallinn many years ago, which doesn't even exist anymore, and also NET had been hosted in Estonia as well. But last year they hosted NDT during my birthday, so it was great. Here I am, right here, with our lovely international board as well, and this is our OC. And recently, ESN Estonia had the 60th National Assembly, so they're slightly ahead of you guys in terms of heading counts. In Rumosare, it was like a very, very interesting situation, besides the fact that Taramika was there stealing mascots. Actually, I think she held a hostage mascot there, maybe. No, it's just not sick. But it was great. I was also there. Here I am. And we elected our vice president there, and we approved some documents. And very, very soon, I'm talking next week, ESN Estonia is hosting NEP in Tallinn. So who's going to NEP? Anyone? Yay! I have about 3 people coming to NEP. Very good. But you will have the opportunity to see lovely Tallinn. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be my room.
That's why I said nothing.
For sure. Can't wait to see you there. And obviously, Mark has been really pushing for this initiative. Yes, and Baltics, and I'm sure Yulia can agree whenever she's back that that ESN Baltics is a great concept for cooperation between the 3 Baltic NOs, and not only internally but also for external purposes. So it's going to be very positive, and I can't wait to see where it leads and can be extended for the whole network. So where can you find ESN Estonia? Of course, Estonians are on Facebook. So you can find ESN Estonia there. Also on Instagram, lovely content there every week, and on the website that, if I need to guess, is probably down right now. So ESN.eu, you can access. And yeah, so that's not me, but it's Mark's presentation. But yeah, if you have any questions about ESN Estonia, you can ask me. If you want to know about my previous NO about ESN Virtual, you can ask me later, but I'm also happy to share my insights on that. It's also very interesting NO. And yeah, I'll be happy to hear your questions, if there are any at all.
So, Carlos?
And this is Sipsy, mascot of ESN Talent.
Yes, so proceed with your question.
I mean, I think it's very different. In ESN Aveiro, you have basically one university. In ESN Talent, you're basically dealing with all the students that don't have a university with a section, so the reality is very different. Both sections are kind of the same age, and both have similar numbers of engagement with students. But it's a very different reality. I really enjoyed the work that I did in Aveiro, but right now I'm an alumnus. But I will be back the week after for Sweat in Aveiro as well, so it will be interesting. And in ESN Talent, it's been very interesting. I've managed to get some contacts from our partnership manager. We've made some new partnerships recently. So it's great to see new stuff coming along. Thank you. Obrigado. Portuguese, but and in Estonian, like that. So yeah. More questions? I'm happy to answer. Web coordinate. This is an unfair comparison. It's an unfair comparison, but I will tell you that my Strava running club thingy right now is net. So all my steps are going to net. But I'm sure that will be a very good event because I'm in the OC. So I accept more questions. Also, the reality is very different because in NEP, it's very interesting. In NEP, all the countries are similar-ish dimension, like Sweden is a bit bigger, 15 sections, and Finland also like 13. But in SWEP, it's such a big difference. Like, you have Spain, France, and Italy, they all have like 30, 40, 50 sections, really huge. And then Portugal has 13 sections. So it's a similar number to Lithuania, and it's much smaller. So we are really outscaled by the others, but still we do a lot, and you can see that we do a lot because I'm right now two members of the IDB are in Portugal. So it's pretty cool. I take more questions. More questions. Highest bidder. Come on, let's start here.
Anyone? I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections?
Everything was so clear, I know.
Okay, the speakers list is closed. If you have any further questions for them, you'll still be able to find them today. So don't hesitate to approach them and ask. And now, we can move on to Katrina's presentation on social impact days.
So who knows what social impact days are? So basically, it's the time where the social impact community shine, or the social community, social impact community shine. It's 2 weeks full of events dedicated to helping local people and just making a positive impact on not only students but our lives. So yeah, it's a short presentation.
I think leave it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. First of all, we have quite a big advantage on the international level as well. Because this year on the international level, we have Johnny. Yes. His wife is pretty expensive. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, a lovely lad. So if you have any questions, not only about social impacts, about this and stuff, you can always ask him. Or if you don't want to ask him directly, you can just ask him and press him and have a very strange communication. But yeah, so he's open to helping us, and I think, as I said, it's a very big advantage because if you have a good communication on the international level, and like I always say, so on the national level, national and international level communication with, then I think that the communication will be good with both levels. So yeah, but a bit more. So when will the social impact days will happen? It's from November 11th to November 24th. So I said 2 weeks full of events. Just basically do your best, try your hardest, and I want to, I want to really highlight that it's not only important to the social impact coordinator, it's important to the whole section, the whole network, and it's not only for the social impact coordinator. During these 2 weeks, you do their best to organize as many events as possible for the whole section. Because I think that making an impact on the network is our main priority for all of us. And if you help your section, you help one of your committees to achieve the best, I think then you can have an amazing opportunity to make one of the most active and best listening days. And another thing, I always repeat collaborations. It's from my own personal experience. If you collaborate with other sections, like they make such a huge help for you. When like this semester we have during the academic years we have the social impact days, so 4 weeks in total of social impact days each semester on social impact days. So during the autumn semester, days are pretty good. Now it's still pretty chill, but during spring semester, usually social activities are in May. So for like Lithuania, it's pretty hard because we have exams coming up. So that's why I will especially stress the collaboration idea. Then you can just like text with the other section, and if you're also posting something, you can just advertise that event. You can help with that event. You can send your members to that event, and then you won't have to think of the venue, time, and all that, additional stress regarding like making the event from the first step. So yeah, um, I know it's social impact, so we're all like a bit. I want to make like a huge, big family, not as a toxic workspace, no family, but where we all can actually talk with each other, really, ask for help, not being like do not be afraid. And so yeah, if you ask for help, I think we can make social athletics such a programs. So yeah, that's me. That's my contact. If you want to find me, you can find me on like different social media channels. So that's me. Don't be afraid. I don't mind. So
I'll make it
I can
back.
take a small guys to the rest.
Oh,
So yeah.
it's uploading.
Okay, so Karen, what's your question? Please read it out.
Where would you see this event for like 5 years or also like 6? And how much you could imagine those events in the future?
It's quite hard to predict the future. But on this event, because like every year, the coordinator does have changes, and we all have different goals, different visions. But if actually like my ancestors continue to actually try to fulfill sorry, I should have googled the word. Okay. If we actually have like an idea that we want to continue social impact based and we actually advertise them quite a lot, I think that at some point in the future, hopefully in those 5 years, we will have something like a welcome week, almost like the welcome week where the event is happening every day. So the same for social impact days where the event is happening every day. So yeah, I hope that in 5 years that we will reach that activeness, not only the numbers but the students as well and the number of events.
Okay, then we have another question. I don't know who it is. Could you say your name section of the question?
Sabrina, what is a million step? What is social impact? I still don't know.
Okay, so it's basically 2 weeks of events from mostly social impact committee, the Coordinated Social Impact Committee, where we try to influence the local community. Most of the like one of the greatest examples were like cannabis shop or like volunteering in pilot bus, food bag, and those are like those events. Yeah, those three. Then just maybe go to like a senior's house or nurseries. Blood donation, going on hikes, some collecting trash, building something, just
Reaction?
I think we also on social media like Instagram and they every day have some kind of challenge that they need to do. And you know you can use it also for to spread awareness about research in this way. So they just every day can make some kind of number like in 2 days running that for $50
Okay. Slide.
And another reaction, if you do well enough to manage to organize a very fun, interactive event, you might end up promoted by the ESN Lithuania, like basically just kind of sort of post or anything, just kind of like if you everyone knows what I hope everyone knows what the section spotlight is, so this could be like a social impact based spotlight essentially.
If you look your question?
Yes, my question is
Name and section?
yes, Luke is here. Is Erasmus schools included in the social impact case? Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so first of all, what Erasmus schools are, it's an event where students go to local schools and basically talk about present their countries, their country of origin, and then together with students, they do, like if the students bring something, they can actually do something fun together. For example, they ice together, they get food poisoning.
Can you tell me the name of this?
So, are they included? Is included? It really depends on the section. If you want to include it, yes. If they want to do Erasmus schools some other time, it is something as well. Because Erasmus schools, you not have to talk with the school itself and during those 2 weeks I'm kind of planning to go to that school. So the result will be good. Yeah, if you want to process the schools,
This is the last. So like that's what we go to take over
the social studies, local sections organized. They're like their own section. So yeah, the national level, we have them only voting for that to fulfill their goals. So yeah, it says up to each section. So yeah, I think the social events is actually more like social events. I can do a lot of things. Like it's different in each section. So yeah.
What else did you say?
I guess it's just like a small reaction. I was
What donation food bag only from national cleaning first.
that's also inclusion or social impact, and all the events that we did for social impact days were basically added to that whole week of the social impact days. So basically, that's what we did. Every section has to organize these specific events that fit into that week specifically. It's not organized by the national level itself.
Yeah, we only promote. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, Kirill?
Gail, yes, me too. So, I know that you joined, I don't know when exactly you joined this on overall, but I know that last year you were social inclusion coordinator.
Yeah, that's what we
So, and now you're on national level, so why?
I think that social impact should be important in each one of us because it's not only about ourselves, not only about students, but about other people as well. And it's about making an impact on quite a big group of people. And it's about it's almost
It should. It's not dead yet.
Yes. So you're basically making your social impact, making a place where you live better. You make other people happier. You like if you collect trash, for example, like surrounding behavior. So it's basically making an impact on everything around you. So it's important to us. I mean, we live on this earth, and if you can do something, just a tiny little bit to make it easier, healthier, happier to live here, I mean, I'm up for this.
Any other questions? I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections? The speakers list is closed. Thank you, Katrina. And now we have a presentation by our alumni Shvena on ESN cards.
Perfect. I'm back again. Now this time not international, not international level. So
Hello.
hello. So
You just have to click.
okay.
Not like that.
Okay. So what I'm here to talk about is basically ESN card. So first and foremost, what I do in ESN International is I'm a part of the ESN card team. And also I was previously the national board of professor, and then I decided, it's time to leave and then we can do something with ESN card. So what is ESN card is basically it's important thing for the Erasmus experience, and it can also be like a membership card with added benefits. It's a membership card, not a discount card. First thing. And the aim of the ESN card project itself is when students go on Erasmus, let's say, and they want to we need data for doing some research, whether they find a foundation or what kind of benefits are more valuable, is this partnership worth keeping, or how are the national organizations doing in terms of selling, and more importantly, also the financial aspect of ESN International depend on this project. Is this Google Slides? Because I know that in converted the graphics go over here. Yeah. Okay. The communication officer. And I saw that I was watching the live yesterday, and I know that two people mentioned it in the presentation, which is the treasurer and the communication manager, that this is how ESN card is spelled. Please do not put a space in between ESN and card. The C is not capital. Not everything is in lowercase, please. ESN and card. Any other spelling? We don't accept.
I think they mean Ryanair.
So who can get ESN card is basically all the students that are coming to the Erasmus Plus program. It includes Erasmus Plus studies, Erasmus Plus traineeship, joint master's degree, also European Solidarity Corps, and full-time international students in your universities can also get ESN card, and also other mobility programs like bilateral exchange. People who come from Asian countries who study and so they do not come with Erasmus as such. They come with like regular exchange, or they call it bilateral, so they can get as well. Okay. And how to fill in the ESN card. So I've seen instances where people just give the card to students and tell them, you know what, fill it yourself, and then they never do it. So basically, you need to fill the name and surname of whoever the student is getting, the nationality, the universities that they're studying during that exchange, and the ESN section that's providing them the card, and the card number is already there, so you can see the example that Chala has. And it is mandatory that the student puts a picture on the card. So, for example, if you go for Ryanair discount, and in case in the airport they do ask for it, so they will check if the card number and the person and the phone number is matching to that they register online. So, please put a picture. So another important aspect is to register the ESN card that the student is getting on the website, because only then they can access all kinds of discounts that is possible in the respective cities. So please make sure that if your students are getting the ESN cards, not to forget to register. And I know that they might encounter some technical difficulties, and if so, you can reach out to the email address that's there for the students. And if they reach out to you, then we have a different switch that we talk about. Okay. So basically how to register is you can go to esncard.org for the students to explain as well, and add all the relevant fields, add the card number, and then follow the necessary instructions. And for Ryanair, I know it's very important part because I know that most students buy the ESN card for Ryanair discounts. And if your student or yourself want to check if the card that you have in stock and stuff is still, is still like active, so you can follow this link that says esncard.org services and go to and put the card number, and it will show you if the card is active or inactive. So if you have a stock that's from 2016, we recommend not using it, but if you want to check if it's still active, you can follow the link with the number and see. Okay. And I know that yesterday you had some partners presentation, but I'm just going to generally explain you the more prominent partners of ESN International for ESN card. Do not mind the slides moving here and there. I don't know why it happened, because in my laptop it worked perfectly fine. But yeah, so there is FlixBus, so you can get 15% off with the FlixBus and 15% off also with FlixTrade, except certain festive periods where we do not allow you. In such case, we will inform the national organizations that for this time the code will be valid, and they will have informed you as well. And Ryanair is the most famous partner and mostly licensed by the ESN card. So you get 10% off on 4 flights, 4 single flights or 2 round trips, and also you get 20 kg check-in luggage for free for those 4 single flights. And with Eurosender, basically the students can ship their luggage at the lower cost, and they get 10% off with the shipping, and if they're using van services, then they get like 15% off. And also, ESN International also has a partnership with Scotland, just like ESN Lithuania does. So basically, since there is a problem with finding accommodations for students when they go out their exchange abroad, so they can check the website of Scotland and see what are the relevant listings there for that city or country, and they can get 25% off with the reservation if they have a. And if you need more details on all the local partners and the national partners of a certain country that a student is trying to exchange to, or they want more information, so they can go to the esncard.org website and check all the partners. All partners are listed. And also it's recommended that the national organization and local sections also update the partners in case someone is not your partner anymore, someone's still there. So please, you guys, especially the local partnership managers and national partnership managers or treasurers, have the ability to edit all the discounts and the codes. So, how can you register? So, who can register is basically like local president, local treasurer, local ESN card manager, because some country has that position, national ESN card manager, national treasurer, national representative for those countries who still have them in our position, and also the national president. So, if you go to the wiki and go to the toolbox, and there is a particular topic that says finance and partnerships, and you can also find this information there. Now, advantages as a membership card. For us as ESN, what advantages does it bring? So basically, funding, because that's the main sources of income for the sections, for national organizations, and also for ESN International. And like loyalty towards the brands and activities and initiatives. So we also feedback as the students, we release once a year a survey asking what benefits did they use, how did the user experience was, with the website and everything. And recruitment, because the people who are going on exchange when they come back home, they can be volunteers in your ESN section. And last and important thing is data, because all the data that we gather from this is what we release through the yearly feedback that we got. Last time I remember that all of you had ESN card, so like a huge document that we received with all the data and how much the section sold, how much the national organization sold, and so on. So that is nothing used for that. So why is the data so valuable to us and our stakeholders, basically our partners who are in the ESN card? So The number of ESN cards that we distribute is the way to see the number of international students that we represent, and also see how much of the students are we able to reach through the ESN cards. And you can see that through the number of ESN cards that's registered on ESN card.org. So are we making most of the ESN card data that we have as a membership card? So we will see. But then for ESN, for international students, how is it beneficial is basically event participation. So some countries have exclusive events that are only, those who have ESN card can participate in. Like I know in Netherlands, in one of the sections which has the highest cost of the ESN card, so they do events only if the student has the ESN card, they can get the events. It's like 40 euros because they have a club of energy. So, and exclusive discounts that's valid only for local, national, and international side. For example, Ryanair, which has exclusive discount only for those who have the code, and also representation because we listen to our students' feedback, and we also speak on behalf of our sections, and we gather all the data that we have, and a sense of belonging to the Erasmus generation in general. That's why we stress on the importance that it's a membership card and not a discount card. And the short thing about the pricing. So back in 2018, this is the price that ESN International sets the ESN card to your national organization. So in 2018 is 1.5 euro. In 2023 also there was no price change. And last year in JL, we voted to increase the ESN card price by the national organization voted. And now we sell ESN card for 2.5 euros to national organization, who then sell it to you, and then you sell it to your students. So the value of ESN card for our finances for ESN International is the internal funding for international budgets is mainly from this project, and it is one of the main income lines that does not need reporting. And it's very crucial for our operations because we have a lot of support structures, and they'll have to travel to various events. And also we have the server and the website that we need to maintain. We also have our ESN card team. There is also customer service of ESN card that's not part of support structure, and so on. So all of this needs money. So we get money from ESN card, basically. And it's also very important for your national organization's budget. So, they are going on trips, they also have to go to some events that they present the national organization. So one of the main source of income is from the ESN fund. And it's the main funder for travel funds for national organizations, travel, meetings, external representation of ESN. So one organization sections, they have the possibility to apply for travel funds. That you can also apply if you have less than 9 sections, but the percentage is different. So if you want to apply for travel funds, if you are approved, then you get travel fund without the ESN international side to go for the events. It's mostly for national organizations, and so the budget for that comes from this as well. And now shortly about our team. So we have a new team that we started our mandate from the 1st of August. And before we move with the team, if your students have any technical difficulties with ESN card or logging in issues, or they have any kind of issues, then they have to reach out to info@esncard.org, because we have a customer service team for that who will answer the student questions. But if the students reach out to you and you want to reach out to us, then the sections and national organizations have a different email address, which will be esncard-team@esn.org, and you will be responded to the respective person responsible for your region. So that's how it is. Please do not feel the ESN cards email to your students. Please. We don't want to answer their questions. The customer service team. Now shortly the team. So we work, these are the 3 main pillars for our team. So basically Rui, who is the international treasurer. So we basically help him with the project, and we also have the network coordinator Milano from ESN Belgium, and we have the communication officer who started his mandate from 1st of October because we did not have one for 2 months. So finally we get some new campaigns and so on. He's working on it. So I have Francesco from ESN Lithuania. And also we have 5 team members, so I am one of them. I'm responsible for the net region. So ESN Estonia, ESN Latvia, ESN Lithuania. If you write an email, I will be the one responding to you. And then there's Fabrizio and Fabio, Bartosz, and Lorenzo. And all of them have been previous national treasurers and national ESN card managers. So pretty much, yeah. And yeah, from my side, that's it. If you have any questions about ESN card, you can ask now, and I will try answering as much as I can. I hope. But yeah, pretty much that's it.
Okay, so speakers list is open. Irsa has the first.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify because you mentioned it.
Yeah.
ES in the Netherlands has the most expensive card. It's 45 euros, and it's ES in Tilburg that has a bar. It was just a clarification for those interested.
Yes, go ahead.
So I just have a comment because of what was mentioned regarding the ESN card being universal, like that it's supposed to be one ESN card. That in ESN Portugal there was an issue where a section was only allowing students with the ESN card from that section to attend the events, and that they really tried to change the practice, especially when I was in the board. We really tried to change that practice. Because even if some sections are selling for 15 euros, other sections are selling for 20, the ESN card should still be universal. And if you have an ESN card from one section, it should work for all of them, except it doesn't work in ESN Italy. But there's a question regarding this, so you will probably explain ESN Italy. But yeah, for Porto and Lisboa, they have the most ESN card sales of always. So it's pretty interesting to see that ESN Porto was not allowing people to attend their events if they didn't have ESN Porto card. So please don't do that. Always share your discounts. Always let people in, even if they have that card from a different section.
Okay, Karen, is your question?
Which country is a card is most expensive, or where is the cheapest?
So for the expensive one, it's the 45 euros in ESN Netherlands, the section ESN Shopper. Sorry? 45 euros per card, because they have a bar that they bought, like they invested and bought the bar, and they have to pay the rent to the bar and everything, and that's why the ESN card is that expensive for them. That's exactly right. And also spend. My heart hurts, but okay. And for where is the cheapest? I mean, we are not sure, but usually the national organizations that have one section, they usually do not sell it for most expensive price. But the most cheapest we see is for 4 euros or 5 euros in one section, like one section national organizations like Georgia. I think it was also Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Excellent question. Yeah. So technically, every institution it's not valid.
I mean, it's up to your national organization and the treasurer. You speak to them. It's not our decision for this. We cannot say anything. It's your national organization, and if the section is legal enough, yes. If the section is not legal, then you can go to jail. Let's put it that way.
Okay, yes, sir, what's that?
Ryan is if you go in Erasmus, actually you should buy your own ESN card or it's like more like same.
It depends on whether you're going. If it's your student who's going there, then yes, they need to go there and buy the ESN card. You're not allowed to sell it to outgoing students strictly. It's a violation of the recommendations that we have. But if you're a buddy or your ESN member who has an ESN card, you can go there and you can explain them, but it's up to that national organization and the section to accept or not. For example, in ESN Italy, it's not possible because they have the government regulations regarding ESN card in their statutes and planning order that says that you have to have it. So then
My question is like if you go like the ESN card is the same in Lithuania and Italy in fact it's the same like ESN.
Yeah, the card itself is same, the benefits are the same, it's just the price might be different.
Okay. Common groups.
Yeah, the guy's name is correct. I double checked it on Facebook and whoever the one you don't know your Polish jokes or something.
Okay, and then Carlos, next question.
What's that abbreviation of
So basically, it's for the ESN International, but in the French abbreviation, it's
Agence internationale sans but lot lucratif.
Yeah, that's what is registered.
International association without not with non-profit objectives.
It's like the French thing is what's written because ESN International has their statute both in English and in French because they're based in Brussels, so they have to have their government.
ESN LSU?
So, basically, right in the card that they for an institution should provide to full-time university whether you're attending on master's programs. Why I ask that question is because, like, the students that buy the card that here in Lithuania, and they're from Spain, for example, so they write the details like that from ESN LSU. And this card lasts for 1 year, so when they go back to Spain after 1 semester, it still says they're attending, like, for example, my university, Queen's Sports University, but the university is called different, and if they want to apply to Ryanair, and they ask for a card, they will say like it doesn't match, but you're in Spain, how are you attending the university with?
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to write University of Brussels University or your full-time university?
Your Erasmus University where they apply for the platform. It's just for data purposes, but I know that other countries still accept this. As for Ryanair, you can still reuse the card after registration. Even if you go to the place, they're not going to ask you to give me a proof of where you're studying or so on, so that's okay. But as for country itself, again, if it depends on which country regulation it is, like for example in Spain as well, I think they should have their own internal card when they come back as well because of the government regulation. So in that case, they have to buy it again. But in essence, you should still write down the institution that they got the platform. So for LSU, write just LSU and then
So I remember when I gave the card to the students, I explained to them what you have to do, and I ran information for them. I said, write it yourself. It was probably a mistake. Yeah. And
that's right.
that was my flaw. I remember they were asking me what I was supposed to write. My university right now, or my full university, I thought about it and I realized that Erasmus University would be the correct option, but I never decided to ask in case I was incorrect.
Yeah, so in case you're not sure, so you can, your first point of contact, of course, will be your national treasurer, if you do not know anything, but you can also write to us. So now that you know the theme, you can just write to us directly. You don't have to go to the email if you don't want to. Just write it personally and we will answer you like WhatsApp or Messenger, we will answer.
Okay, there's a comment.
I'm not from Poland. You're saying my name wrong as well.
Yeah. Okay, so any other questions? I propose to close the speakers list. Any objections? The speakers list is closed. And now, because according to our vote during the forum check, the people that were late will have a small dance challenge to do. So everyone that wasn't here for the forum check, could you please come to the front? And I'll ask for our President Julia to help.
What's Andrew's real name?
Here.
You can be here.
What's his real name? Yeah, I know it's Andrew, but
If anyone wants to join, you're welcome.
I'm just gonna vote them.
I'll explain the rules. So it's in ESN it's well known as Despacito Challenge, or sometimes it's called Despa Cancer. So the idea is that on every ito you have to do a squat. So the song will go, and every Despacito, every time you hear ito, you have to do a squat. And like do it normally, don't just like fake it or we'll have to do it again.
It's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Should I go lower?
Whatever you feel like. Yes. So yes, you can start.
Oh, there's this.
Can you make it louder?
Is it the loudest?
Do you like
Hello, everybody. We will be leading a workshop about ESN's long-term strategy. I know the National Board is very excited about this, and we will see them there. And if you guys want to help be one of the voices that helps decide the future of ESN for the long-term strategy plan, come join us.
Yes, so depending on where you're registered or where you feel like going, we'll move to the workshop rooms. Anyone knows which ones we're going to?
We can stay here.
Maybe ES long-term strategy can stay here so you can show the presentation.
Yeah, sure. And Aslan's workshop is in 209, so straight down the corridor.
Okay. You're gonna stop the lecture? Stop the lecture?
For the long-term strategy?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna keep it for the introduction.